Bonjour à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. Aujourd'hui est une vidéo assez spéciale. Cette vidéo sera tournée en anglais. Attention, donc là, les paroles que vous avez en ce moment même, c'est les seuls mots que vous aurez, les seules phrases que vous aurez en français. Parce qu'aujourd'hui, les gars, oui, aujourd'hui, je vous apprends à parler en anglais. Enfin, du moins, je vous donne mes petits conseils de comment j'ai pu apprendre l'anglais. Même si c'est pas encore parfait, voilà, vous avez compris. J'espère que cette vidéo ne sera pas insupportable à écouter ou à regarder. Je suis désolée d'avance si c'est un peu gênant. Je sais que les Français n'aiment pas écouter les Français parler en anglais. Il est vrai que nous, les Français, nous avons un petit problème avec l'anglais. Je vous avoue que j'aime parler en anglais. J'ai vécu pendant 1 an en Australie et pendant 2 ans à Los Angeles. Et pour moi, enfin, ça me manque de parler en anglais. On dit souvent que nos personnalités changent en fonction de quelle langue on parle. Et je vous avoue que AD française n'est pas la AD américaine. En fait, la AD américaine, elle s'appelle même pas AD. Elle s'appelle Addie. Et pour tout vous dire, aujourd'hui, vous allez parler avec elle. C'est elle qui va prendre la parole. Hello everyone, welcome. Today is a very special day for Livelog Daddy. We're gonna teach French people how to speak English. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little difficult since I came back to France to speak perfect English. It's not good. It's becoming worse. So I need to practice, and you guys are gonna practice with me. You. Okay, so first and foremost, we're gonna talk about Addie's persona. Who is Addie, and who should be your American or English-speaking alter ego? So Addie's from LA. Addie is cool. She's very into fitness and health and well-being. She is a little sassy. I'm very nervous. I'm feeling very nervous about this video. I don't know why. But yeah, Addie is like, she goes to Pilates 3 times a week. She goes to Erewhon. She gets the $20 Hailey Bieber smoothie because she's that girl. She is that girl. Addie was that girl, guys. I miss her so much. I really miss her. She wants to break out in the entertainment industry. She wants to be a famous YouTuber. She wants to be a famous director. Maybe she wants to be a producer. We don't know. Addie is living the life. She used to be very fun. Addie's very fun. And where does she go? Addie usually go out at Mr. Furley's when she's feeling a little adventurous, but on casual nights we'll find her at EP and LP drinking a $30 cocktails. You need to adapt. That's the first thing. Adapt yourself to America. Adapt yourself to the other side of the world who is speaking English. Oh my god, I'm struggling so much. I'm struggling. I think with English first, I'm just gonna say something is that it's quite difficult to maintain your English because you kind of lose it pretty quickly. And like right now, when I'm hearing myself, I want to punch me. I want to punch me so hard because my accent is so fucking bad. Let's just stop with Addie, the Addie thing, ok? On arrête avec le Addie thing là, stop. Sors de moi. Je vais vraiment vous expliquer sérieusement les règles à savoir, les petites étapes pour comment j'ai appris moi à parler anglais. Même si j'ai vécu dans des pays étrangers, je sais c'est unadvantageous. But we're gonna talk about how did I learn to speak English, even though I'm not good at it. First of all, I would say that the most important is to be curious. Like when you're home, when you're not in a foreigner country, the most important is to consume English speaking content. It's very simple, but find a YouTuber that is American or British or Dutch, whatever, but who speaks in English and that you will enjoy his videos. So for example, for me, I started learning English a little more when I was getting into fitness, for real. I was watching at the time, back in the days, I was watching at Ailey Sani. Kind of liked her. She was super cute. She was doing cute little vlogs, lifestyle, about food, about fitness, little sports video. And it kind of taught me how to speak English, but just the basic stuff, you know. And after her, I got into Emma Chamberlain. And this one, she speaks in a very American way. Her American accent is very, very strong. I was obsessed with her videos and I wanted to understand her. So I was like very focused when she was talking and I was fully trying to understand every word she was saying. And in the long run, it worked. And I started being better thanks to Emma. So she basically is the one who taught me how to speak English. You see, Emma. I'm obsessed with Emma. I think she's a really cool dude. We love Emma.
Bruh.
Also, I'm not only talking about the speaking, I'm also talking about the reading, and I feel like it's quite important. Addie's back right now. Addie's back. I feel like it's quite important to read in English. So I think the first one I read in English is this one, Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And this is a very American mindset. Yeah, I kind of liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. It's very easy to read, very simple, and we teach you the basics of being a baddie. Being a baddie, you know? It will teach you how to not give a fuck about what people think about you. I feel like it's a good book to read if you're not speaking English very well. It's a little bit about self-development, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna make you a better person, I guess. Or for you, a better person for yourself, not for the others, maybe. I don't know what I'm saying. Also, if you want to be like Addie, a real American baddie, you have to get into the self-development stuff. You have to be a badass. You have to be a badass. Literal basic shit you have to learn to be a baddie. Also, I feel like if you want to move to LA, you need to know who is Joe Dispenza. Joe Dispenza is like the president of America, next to the Kardashians and Joe Dispenza are like the basic of the pyramid in America. They are raising the country. Long story short, Joe Dispenza is kind of a guru. He will teach you how to do meditation, to be a better person, to stop being anxious all the time. It's pretty good. But this one is quite hard because there's a lot of scientific stuff in it. So be ready, but you can still read it and like Google the vocabulary online. Maybe it will be easier for you. I don't know. Now this is said. Gosh, it's so hard. It's very hard. I feel like it's a cardio thing. I feel like I'm thinking about it a little too much. Like I'm trying to be good at speaking right now, and it's just I'm being less spontaneous than I should be. And I feel like I'm not the same as when I'm talking to a friend of mine. I don't know if you know what I mean. Second thing, you need to buy Rode if you want to be fully American. If you want to be a LA girl from head to toe, you need to be in Rode. You know, it needs to smell the strawberry glaze around you. I'm just kidding. I'm being so annoying. Okay. Second rule, guys. Second rule is, I'm sorry, but if you want to be very good at speaking English, you have to go somewhere else. This is mandatory. I feel like the best is to go abroad for like 6 months. 6 months is the best, but during the 6 months, you have to stick to non-French speaking people. You are not allowed to hang out with French speaking people for 6 months. When you're doing an exchange program, don't hang out with the French. If you hang out with the French, you won't learn English as fast as you should. You're not gonna adapt to the population because you're still in your comfort zone with the French around you. I don't know if that's clear, but whatever. So from my own experience, I moved to Australia when I was 21. Yeah, I turned 22 there. I thought I was pretty decent with my English, but actually I wasn't. It was, honestly, I arrived there and I freaked out. Okay, I'm gonna tell the full story. The full story is that I arrived in Australia. I didn't know anyone. So I arrived in this building, the Queen Mary building, who is like a huge building. We're like, I don't know, I think there were like 1,000 rooms in that, which sounds a little crazy to me. I don't know if that's true or not, but there was like tons of students, like hundreds of students in this building. And when I arrived there, I didn't have any friends, and I wasn't like the most sociable person at this time. I didn't know this part of myself. I didn't have much expectations, that's the thing. I knew I wasn't really seeking for French friends because I really wanted to be immersed in the experience. I really wanted to feel challenged. I posted a little text on the WhatsApp group of the building on the first day when I arrived, and I was like, "Hi guys, I literally just arrived. Does anyone want to have lunch with me?" Like, it was quite scary, but then 3 girls answered the WhatsApp text in the WhatsApp group, and 3 girls were like, "Yeah, sure, let's just meet downstairs at like noon and we'll see where we go." And those 3 girls, what's so funny is that one was British, from York, that one was from the Netherlands, Milou, and one was from America, Kristen. So those 3 girls were like, we were from literally different countries in the world, and all of them, we didn't have any friends, so we kind of met randomly. At first it was fucking hard. It It was so hard for me because I couldn't understand them. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't understand them. We sat to have lunch and they were all chatting together, and me, I was like, how am I gonna be friends with them? Like, I don't get what they're saying. Like, I was so scared. And also I was scared that they won't like me. I wasn't speaking with them. I was just like pretending I was understanding everything, but literally I wasn't. And they were like, they still accepted me, which is pretty cool. They were like the cutest person ever. I love them. They are like some of the greatest people I've met so far in my life. But what's crazy is that we became best friends. But that first lunch, oh my god, I would have never expected that. I was thinking, okay, after this lunch, I'm over them. I'm just gonna hide somewhere and never gonna make friends again. But after the lunch, they were like, okay, I think we have to do grocery shopping, because they all arrived at the same day. And they asked me, do you want to go grocery shopping with us? And I was like, okay, you guys are accepting me even though we can't communicate. That's interesting. What's so funny is that I became very close to, all of them, but Kristen was very interesting in a way that she was so funny. Everyone was so funny, but Kristen, I was kind of like following her around in the grocery shop because I felt like she saw me and she was like, come with me and I'll show you the world. So during the grocery shopping, I remember we would have to shop like pan, pots, hangers, and all of this vocabulary we're not used to if you're not like living abroad, literally. So I was following them and they were like picking a product. Like I would look at Kristen, I was like, what is that? And she would like translate me, and like with the hangers, I was like, what the fuck is that? And she would say, this is a hanger. Like the basic thing. I felt like a baby, but that was very fun, and I really appreciate her for like teaching me all the basic vocabulary. But yeah, so in Australia, what was really interesting is that I didn't have any single French friends, except later I had like Arthur, who was in my big group, because we were a group of like 20 stupid foreigners in Australia from all around the world. That was very funny because we were like a big group. They were like Dutch, Germans, Americans, British, and there were like two Frenchies, me and Arthur, but we would be like fully immersed. We would never speak French. That was the best time of my life, to be honest. But I feel like what made this experience so special is that I really played the game, and this is how I learned the basics. I would say that my English was pretty decent after my year in Australia, especially when we started traveling and when I was like driving cars and stuff. I had to learn all the vocabulary, even though I still can't remember it. Right now, I'm like thinking, what is a fucking clignotant? But one thing that is important as well is that when you're abroad like that, and when you're trying to speak English but you're kind of lost with the others, don't freak out. And when you, like, for example, the thing that I was doing usually when I didn't know a word, like when I was missing a word or something, a vocabulary, I would literally try to find a way to contourne, to avoid it. I would try to find a synonym, or I would try to find another way to say it. But the thing is that you are in a challenge and you're in a situation where you have to talk to people, you have to communicate. So you find ways to communicate. And this is how I learned most of my English, is by trying, always trying, even failing. It's okay. You're gonna fail. You're gonna say stupid shit. Like for literally a month, I was saying, I'm gonna study. Nobody told me it was study, because they thought it was super cute and fun, and they made fun of me. And then at the end of the semester, they were like, oh, by the way, we say study and not study. But at least I tried, and I felt like I was just being myself and trying to immerse myself in the group. The thing is that also you don't have to be ashamed of your level in English. Yeah, maybe some people are gonna make fun of you, but remember, like the English speaking people, they don't speak much languages beside that. People won't be very rude at you, not like the French. I learned the most in Australia, but as I'm saying, you really lose it, like the speaking. I'm not saying like the understanding is fine. Wait, I'm hurting. My knees are hurting so bad. The listening is staying, the writing is okay, but the speaking, oh my god, the speaking, it will go away if you don't practice. That's why I'm also doing this video, because I feel like it's important to practice and to show you how bad it can be pretty quickly. Because in America, I was pretty fluent when I came there. I was confident, because in America, this was hard as hell when I arrived in America. Arrived there to work, and thank god I was working with a bunch of French people this time. They were like, shit, I can't understand the vocabulary on set if there's like no one trying to teach me. Yeah, I feel like in America I became better, even though I was still not great. It takes so long to be very like bilingual. What's hard is that there will always be like vocabulary that you won't know. For example, I went with Rebecca, one of my friends. We went to horse riding. We went to see horses. When I arrived there, I was like, fuck, I don't know the vocabulary of that. Like, I just know. Maybe I know the saddle. I don't even know, like, the filet. I don't know, like, le tapis. There's so much stuff, like la carrière, le manège. You will always learn. But yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy this video. It was kind of hard for me to do it. It hurts to hear me speaking like that. I felt very bad. I feel like my years have been wasted. But also, maybe I don't realize it. Maybe my English is pretty good and I just don't realize it anymore. I don't know, but I feel like you guys, like, maybe some of the haters will come and they will like say my English is so bad and why am I speaking English, you fucking stupid French people. Also, if some foreigners came across, please tell me, please let me know, so I will see if I have like other people, like non-French people watching my videos. I feel like it's pretty important. I know that some of you are from Korea, which is so cool. It's so fucking cool that people from Korea are watching my videos, so please tell me if you're coming from another country. But if you want me like to do more English vlogs, I'm so open for it. I'm so open for it, but I just don't feel like the French will love it that much, so that's why I'm not doing it. But if I see that people from abroad are watching my video, I would be like, okay, cool, I'm doing it. Merci d'avoir regardé cette vidéo, ça me fait trop bizarre d'avoir parlé en anglais pendant tout ce temps. Franchement, c'est fatigant là, je n'en peux plus. Merci d'avoir regardé, bye.